Wow. So while I was in Hong Kong, I bought some matcha and realizing I did not have any of the matcha supplies. So today we are going to our first pottery class to make a matcha bowl. Let's go. So I actually found this place on TikTok while I was scrolling through my feed, and thank goodness, because honestly this was such a fun class to do. I was low-key nervous at first because I was going by myself, but these two girls sat next to me, made conversation, and they were so friendly. They're honestly straight up fucking comedians. Like, they made me laugh the whole time I was sitting here. You know, at first I was a little skeptical. I was like, how is this gonna turn into a matcha bowl with this small little piece of clay that we're working with? But after a while, once we did the whole base part, we worked through the top and we started to move in the corners. I was low-key nervous because I thought I was gonna crack it, so I slowly started it when I should have just like went all the way in and kind of curved it in. I had to use the top part to guide myself to see if I could actually close it. So then once I did that, I was able to move in some more, and then I scored it. And then after that, I latched the top with like, it was like this wet clay, I think. And then I put the top on and I was like, oh my goodness, it looks perfect. The moment of truth, because it was time for me to turn this thing around. I was scared. I thought I was gonna break this hole, but I didn't. Look at that. Boom! Kablow! Yes, and then it worked on the inside. The inside was looking a little iffy. I used this little wooden thing to scoop it out and just make it a little smooth. And then it was time to do the top part of the bowl and then smooth that out. It's a lot of smoothing and making sure the clay is wet enough for you to be able to work with it. But honestly, this class was easy. I would give this class a 5 out of 5. This was really, really fun. This is my favorite part, hitting it. You know, we had to make it even, smooth it out a little bit. Look at how smooth that brain looks. And then we carved our names in it so we could identify it later. And then I used a sponge to smooth it out some more. We're gonna try to make the rim. I think out of all the steps of doing this, the rim part was probably the hardest, just because I was scared of cracking the clay. And I had an idea of how I wanted my top part to look like. I want it to look like this, you know, but nah, it came out looking more like the SpongeBob flower. But that's okay, because this will make a nice cereal bowl after I'm done with the matcha. After that, I put some flowers and I also put a tulip on there. Now this takes like 4 weeks to like dry, and they're gonna like do all the painting and stuff. I ended up picking the color pink, so I'll have to come back and pick it up later. Okay, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.